You understand me right now, don't you? The words feel familiar, you're decoding the sentences, but when you step in front of people or meet a stranger, your brain suddenly becomes a blank page. The words get stuck in your throat. The problem isn't your intelligence, it's the passive trap your brain is stuck in. Welcome back to the English Conversation Podcast. I'm Sarah, and today we're going to break that passive chain together with Mike.
Hey everyone, and yeah, Sarah just described my entire life, so this is gonna be fun.
Mike, tell them about the coffee shop incident.
God. Okay, so last month I'm at this fancy coffee place in New York, right? I've been studying English for years. I watch Netflix without subtitles. I understand literally everything.
You're confident.
Exactly. The barista asks me what I want, and my brain just freezes. I know the word cappuccino, I've heard it 1,000 times, but I just stand there like a broken robot going, the coffee with foam?
And what happened?
She smiles, says a cappuccino, and I'm like, yes, that thing. I felt like such an idiot, Sarah.
But you're not an idiot. Your brain is just stuck in what I call the passive trap. You've trained yourself to understand, but not to produce.
Wait, what's the difference?
Think about it like a library. Understanding English is like having thousands of books perfectly organized on your shelves. You can see them, you know they're there, you can even read the titles.
Okay, I'm with you.
But speaking is like someone turns off all the lights in that library and shouts, "Quick, find me the book about cappuccinos." You know it's there somewhere, but you can't grab it fast enough.
Oh man, that's exactly what it feels like.
Here's another analogy. You know football, right? Soccer.
Yeah, I watch it all the time.
If you watch 1,000 hours of football, does that make you a player?
No way, I'd still trip over my own feet on the field.
Exactly. Understanding is passive, speaking is active. And your brain has spent years building the passive muscle, but completely neglecting the active one.
So my speaking muscle is basically on the couch eating chips?
Basically, yeah. And today we're going to drag it to the gym.
Alright, but why does this happen, like scientifically?
Great question. Let me introduce you to your brain's two language neighborhoods. First, there's Wernicke's area. Say hi to Wernicke. Hi, Wernicke.
E.
Wernicke's area is in the temporal lobe, right near your ear. This is your understanding department. When I say, "How are you?" Wernicke lights up and decodes it instantly.
Okay, so Wernicke is the smart one who gets it.
Exactly. Now, meet Broca's area. Broca lives in the frontal lobe near your forehead. Broca is your speaking department.
Let me guess, Broca is the lazy one.
Not lazy, just severely undertrained. When you spend years watching Netflix, reading articles, listening to podcasts, you're basically sending all the workout sessions to Wernicke. Broca is literally sitting there gathering dust.
No way, so it's like Wernicke has a six-pack and Broca can't do a single push-up.
Perfect analogy. And here's the kicker. These two areas have to communicate through neural pathways. If those pathways are weak because you never practice speaking, the signal gets lost.
So when I'm at the coffee shop,
Wernicke knows exactly what you want to say. It's screaming cappuccino, but the message can't get to Broca fast enough because that neural highway is basically a dirt road.
that's actually kind of depressing.
Wait, it gets worse. You know what makes it even harder?
Oh, great, there's more?
Stress and anxiety. When you're nervous, your brain's working memory, think of it like your computer's RAM, drops dramatically. Normally, you've got 16 gigabytes of mental RAM to work with.
Okay, I'm following.
But the moment that barista looks at you and you panic, your RAM crashes down to like 2 gigabytes. Now you can't even access the words you do know because your brain is using all its energy on "don't look stupid."
Wait, so the more I care about speaking well, the worse I speak?
Exactly. It's a cruel paradox. The pressure to perform actually kills your performance.
So what do we do? Just not care?
No, we train Broca. We build those neural pathways so strong that even when anxiety shows up, your brain can still find the words on autopilot.
Alright, I'm ready. How do we do this?
Step one is what I call the monologue method or the documentary approach.
What now?
You're going to narrate your life like you're the star of a nature documentary, right now, out loud, in English.
Wait, you want me to just talk to myself?
Not just talk to yourself, I want you to become David Attenborough. Here we see the wild Mike approaching the refrigerator. He's hungry. What will he choose?
That sounds insane.
It sounds insane, but here's why it works. When you narrate your day, you're forcing Broca's area to work with low stakes, familiar content. There's no pressure.
Okay, but what do I even say?
Everything. I'm walking to the kitchen. I'm opening the cabinet. Should I have coffee or tea? I think I'll go with coffee because I'm tired.
That's it? Just describe stuff?
Yes, because here's the magic. You're using real-time language production. Your brain can't plan ahead. It has to generate sentences in the moment, just like in a real conversation.
Oh, so it's like practice for when I actually have to think on my feet.
Exactly. And you know what's beautiful? You can do this anywhere, in the shower, while cooking, during your commute.
Wait, won't people think I'm crazy if I'm talking to myself on the bus?
Put in earbuds. Everyone will think you're on a phone call. Problem solved.
You're a genius.
I know. Now, here's your challenge. Do this for 10 minutes a day, every day. Set a timer. And I want you to record yourself at least once a week to track your progress.
Record myself? That's terrifying.
It's supposed to be, but it's the fastest way to improve. All right, ready for step 2?
Hit me.
Step 2, sentence mining. And no, we're not learning individual words anymore.
Wait, what? I've been making flashcards with single words for years.
I know, and that's exactly why you can't speak. Single words are useless in conversation. Think about it. When was the last time you had a conversation using only one word at a time?
Never?
Right. We speak in chunks, in phrases, in complete thoughts. So why are you learning words in isolation?
Okay, you're making sense. So what do I do instead?
You mine full sentences from real content, movies, podcasts, conversations you overhear. But here's the key. They have to be emotional or contextual.
Emotional?
Yes, your brain remembers things better when there's emotion attached. So instead of learning the word angry, you learn the phrase, I'm so fed up with this.
Oh, because I can actually feel that.
Exactly. Or instead of maybe, you learn, I'm still on the fence about it. That's a real chunk native speakers use all the time.
Wait, I've heard that before. On the fence means undecided, right?
Yes, see? You already understood it passively. Now we're making it active by giving you the full sentence to practice.
So I just collect these sentences like Pokemon cards?
Basically, yeah. But here's the critical part. You have to say them out loud, repeatedly, until they feel natural in your mouth.
My mouth needs to memorize them?
Your mouth, your brain, your whole body. Language is physical. You need muscle memory, not just mental memory.
Okay, so how many sentences should I collect?
Start with 5 new ones per week. That's it. 5 sentences that you practice until they become automatic. By the end of the month, you'll have 20 ready-to-use chunks.
That seems doable.
And here's a pro tip. Organize them by situation. Have a coffee shop collection, a small talk collection, a phone call collection.
Oh, like a toolbox. Different tools for different jobs.
Exactly. Now you're thinking like a speaker, not a student. Ready for step 3?
Let's do it.
The shadowing technique. This is the bridge between Wernicke and Broca. This is where the magic happens.
What's shadowing?
You listen to a native speaker and repeat exactly what they say, almost at the same time, like you're their shadow.
Wait, at the same time? How is that even possible?
You start maybe 1 second behind them. You're echoing them in real time. And here's why it's powerful. You're not just copying words.
What else am I copying?
Everything. The rhythm, the intonation, the emotional tone, the speed, the little pauses, the stress patterns, all of it.
Okay, but why does that help me speak?
Because real fluency isn't about knowing words, it's about the music of the language. Native speakers don't think about grammar rules when they talk.
They don't?
No, they're riding the rhythm. They're surfing the intonation patterns. And when you shadow, you're training your brain to internalize those patterns.
So it's like learning a song.
Exactly like learning a song. You don't translate a song word for word, you just sing it. You feel it. That's what shadowing does for your speaking.
All right, I'm sold. How do I start?
Find a short audio clip, maybe 30 seconds, a movie scene, a podcast segment, anything where someone speaks naturally and clearly.
Okay, got it.
Listen to it once to understand it, then listen again, but this time speak along with them. Don't pause the audio, don't go slower, just jump in and try to match them.
What if I mess up?
You will mess up. Everyone does at first. Your tongue will trip, you'll lose the rhythm, you'll sound ridiculous. That's totally normal.
That's reassuring.
It is, because the mess ups are actually your brain rewiring itself. Those neural pathways between Wernicke and Broca are being built in real time.
So I should shadow every day.
Start with 10 minutes a day. Use the same clip for a whole week until you can match it perfectly. Then move to a new clip.
Wait, a whole week on one clip?
Yes, mastery over variety. It's better to own one piece of content completely than to skim through 100 clips.
Okay, I can do that. What kind of content should I use?
Whatever interests you. Movie scenes, TED Talks, stand-up comedy. Just make sure it's natural speech, not someone reading a script robotically.
All right, I'm actually excited about this.
Good, because we're about to do it right now.
Wait, right now? Like in the video?
Yes, everyone watching, do not pause this video. We are doing this together right now.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm nervous.
Don't be. We're going to practice 3 essential phrases that English learners always struggle with. Mike, you ready to shadow me?
Ready.
Viewers, here's how this works. I'll say a phrase naturally, Mike will shadow me, then we'll leave a 3-second silence for you to repeat it out loud.
Seriously, everyone, say it out loud. Don't be shy.
All right, here's phrase number 1. Listen first. I was just about to say that.
I was just about to say that.
Now you, go.
Nice. Feel how it rolls off the tongue?
The key is the rhythm. I was just about to say that. The stress is on just and say.
One more time, everyone, with feeling.
I was just about to say that.
I was just about to say that.
Perfect. Phrase number 2 is a tricky one. Ready?
Let's do it.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Your turn.
That's such a useful phrase when you forget a word.
Exactly. And notice the connected speech. It's on the tip of my tongue. The words blend together. Try it again. It's on the tip of my tongue.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Excellent. Last one, and this is my favorite. Hit me. I'm still on the fence about it.
I'm still on the fence about it.
Everyone, go.
This means you're undecided, right? Like you can't make up your mind?
Exactly. I'm still on the fence about it. Feel that natural rhythm?
One more time for the people in the back.
I'm still on the fence about it.
I'm still on the fence about it.
Okay, real talk. How do you feel after saying those out loud?
Honestly, a little silly, but also kind of energized, like my brain is awake now.
That's exactly right. That's Broca's area waking up from its nap. That's the active part of your brain getting a workout.
And for everyone watching, if you actually said those out loud, comment, I did it, so we know you're committed.
Yes, and if your tongue tripped up, that's normal. Repeat this section of the video every day for a week.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously, repetition is the key. These 3 phrases should become automatic. You should be able to say them in your sleep.
All right, I'm putting it in my calendar.
Okay, let's bring it all home. We covered a lot today.
Yeah, my brain is full.
So, here's your homework, and I'm calling it the 30-Day Active Speaker Challenge. Ooh, I like challenges. For the next 30 days, you're going to do 3 things every single day. Number 1, narrate your life for 10 minutes using the monologue method.
Talk to myself like a documentary narrator. Got it.
Number 2, practice your sentence collection. 5 new sentences per week. Review the old ones daily.
Build my toolbox of ready-to-use phrases.
And number 3, shadow for 10 minutes. The same clip for a whole week until you own it.
That's only 30 minutes total.
Exactly. It's not about hours of study. It's about consistent, active practice. Think of it like working out. You don't go to the gym for 8 hours once a month.
You go for 30 minutes every day and build the muscle over time.
Exactly. And here's what's going to happen. In week 1, you'll feel awkward and silly. Week 2, you'll start noticing the rhythm. Week 3, words will start coming faster.
And by week 4?
By week 4, you'll have a conversation and realize you didn't freeze. You didn't search for words, they just came out.
That sounds amazing.
Now, here's where you come in, everyone watching. If you're ready to commit to this 30-day active challenge, I want you to comment one word, active.
Just the word active. That's your commitment.
And when you complete the 30 days, come back and comment, I did it, with your results. Tell us what changed.
We read all the comments, by the way. We really do.
We do. And if you want accountability, tag a friend who's also learning English. Do the challenge together.
Oh yeah, having a study buddy makes it so much easier.
Now, before we go, I need to tell you about next week's episode.
Ooh, what's it about?
We're tackling the forgetting curve, why you can study something today and forget it tomorrow. And more importantly, how to hack your brain so new words actually stick forever.
Wait, there's a way to make vocabulary permanent?
There is, and it's going to blow your mind. We're talking about spaced repetition, memory palaces, and a technique called emotional anchoring.
I don't even know what that means, but I'm already excited.
So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. We drop new episodes every Thursday.
And if you got value from today's episode, smash that like button. It really helps us reach more English learners.
All right, I think that's a wrap. Any final words, Mike?
Yeah, to everyone watching, you're not broken. You're not stupid. You're just stuck in the passive trap. But now you know how to escape.
The tools are in your hands now. It's time to activate that speaking muscle.
Let's see that active in the comments.
We'll see you next week. Until then, keep talking, keep practicing, and remember,
You can do this.
I'm Sarah,
I'm Mike.
and this has been the English Conversation Podcast.